everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a full-time data scientist who has a huge interest in high-end and luxury makeups. In this channel, we talk about some tutorials, new releases, or any interest like challenges if you want to take a look. And today we're going to talk about how to do a proper quarantine makeup. And if you are interested, please just keep on watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, ring the bell, and give the video a thumbs up if you like. Alright, I've already prepped my skin by using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base and apply some sunscreen. And next step I will going to do is apply some foundations. And today the one I'm going to do is the Chanel SUBLIMAGE Le Tint. The reason I like this foundation is because it's really light texture and it gives you a your skin but better version. And also it has like a skin benefit, which is something I really love for my base product. And the color I'm using here for summertime is the 20 Beige. Oh, just to dab some on my face. This one gives a really natural finish. It's not matte, it's not really radiant either. It's like a slightly in between. And then I will just blend it into my skin. As you can see, this one doesn't really give that much of coverage. By the first application, you can get to a slightly light to medium coverage, but if you want more, you can actually build it up. But I think one layer is really good for me. So I would just go with one layer. And then I would just use some concealers. I will use the Dior corrector in the color 1CR as my corrector. Dab a little bit in the inner corner part where I actually want to cover my dark spot, dark circles, I mean. And then I will use the Tarte Shape Tape in the color 20S as my second concealer to give like a pop, because this color is like slightly lighter and brighter than the Dior one I just used. And because I've already has a base concealer, I don't want to apply too much, so just apply a little bit on my hand and then just use my finger to dab to where I just want a little bit more coverage. Just like so. And then blend it using a beauty blender as well. I don't like too bright under eye, but I like slightly, maybe like one color brighter than my actual concealer. Sorry, than my actual foundation. And totally blend it. Alright, next step I will just set it. And the one I'm going to use is the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder, and in the color Translucent 1 or the 20 Clear. This is the old version. I know like Chanel just came up with a new version of loose powder, but I haven't tried that one yet. So I will just continue to using my old one. And I will just grab a little bit on the side and then set my under eye area. Like so. I think the most important thing for the quarantine makeup is to make sure you really properly set your skin, because you don't want to transfer all your base product onto your mask. Personally, I have a normal towards to dry skin. Because of that, I don't really like to set my entire face. But during this special period of time, I would rather just properly set my skin than transferring everything onto my mask. So for that purpose, I would just grab a pretty loose powder brush and just grab a little bit of the product like so, just a little bit, not too much, and tap the excess product, and then just like tap the product onto my face, like so. And I will make sure to tap all the product onto my face first, and then I will just swirl all the excess product off. Like so. And after that, I would like to do contourish because we're going to wear some masks, so there's no need for a heavy contour because no one is gonna see anything below your nose. I will just use the Charlotte Tilbury, the famous Browns and Glow palette in the color light or medium. I bought this one from last year's Christmas, so there's like a special, like limited edition. But they have like a normal line. You can also get this product very easily. I will just grab some of this color. Oh, by the way, this is the Sephora collection brush. This is the Demi Fan in the number 72. Get some of the product, type of excess, and then just do a slightly contour. As usual, my targeting area is this part, and I want to slightly narrow this area. And I'll go with some of my forehead as well. And I will tap a little bit on the edge of this brush and then do a slightly nose contour. Nothing processed because I wear my eyeglass all the time. Yep, just like this. For the blush / highlighter, I will just use the Dior Nude Luminizer Glow Vibes in the color 002 Core Vibes. I think this is the spring collection from this year. I think it's limited edition, not sure if you can get it anymore. I mean, this is the main purpose of this is to use as a highlighter, but for me, I really like use as a blush topper. Give it like a barely there kind of look. And because this is pretty luminous, I will just ignore my actual highlighter part on this area. And instead, I'm still going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Browns and Glow palette, and I will use this highlighter part to do a little bit of nose, a little bit of forehead, and we can ignore everything below. There's just no point. You're going to wear a mask anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to do my brows, and I'm going to use the Benefit Precise My Brow Pencil in the color number 4. And we can just fast forward this process. And the brows are done. Next step I would like to do is to prep my eyelids for any eyeshadows. Since half of the face are covered by the mask, I think the most important step for the quarantine makeup would be the eyeshadow part. And for today, I would like to do a more naturally, kind of shimmery, natural look. And the palette I'm going to use is the Tom Ford No. 1 Golden Mink. This is my very first luxury eyeshadow palette, and I like it very much. I think Tom Ford shadows give you a kind of like elegant vibe. It's really sophisticated, not like any other eyeshadows I have, so I'm really a fan. And first I'm going to use the, where's my shadow brush? Here. So this is from the Unit 205. I got this blending brush from one of the Beautylish Lucky Bag from last year, I think 2019, 2020, that new year. And I will grab this color as my base transition shade. Apply it all over on the eyelid. And nicely and blend it. Then I will use this Tom Ford No. 11 brush to get this darker color on my outer part to give a better dimension. contour shadow really blend itself together. It's really effortless. And then for the inner part, I would just use this color. I really like this gold. It's really pretty. Like, it doesn't really have any color, but it will give you a really sophisticated glitter vibe, but it's not glittery at all. I would just apply some using my finger. And then I will use this eyeshadow brush. Oh, by the way, this one and the other one I just used before for highlighter are all from a Tarte collection. It's 2017 or 2018 Christmas brush set, so I don't think you can get it anymore. I will still use the darker color and put it on the other part of my lower lash line, just along my lower lash line. And we want a barely there kind of look. Like this. And then I will grab another blending brush and get a little bit of this color to blend the outer corner and towards to the inner part of my lower lash line. Like this. And then I will grab the Chanel eyeshadow brush in the flame shape one and grab a little bit of this color, the gold one, and to pop on my inner corner. And a little bit on the lower brow bone. Then I'm going to apply some eyeliners. And the one I'm going to use is the Love Line Liquid from, it's a Japanese brand, and I'm going to use the color, I think this is a brown, but I'm not sure. There's actually there is. It's the color BL1. Give it a nice shake before you use, and apply the liner. Because I did a pretty sheer of like wash of color on my eyes, so I don't really want a pop of black. A pretty natural eyeliner like this. So for the actual lip product, I'm going to use a lip tint from Romand. This is called the Juicy Long Lasting Tint in the color 03 Summer Scent. This is a really long lasting lip tint. What I would like to do is apply a little bit on the center of my mouth. And then let it dry. Once it gets dried, it won't transfer to anything. That's why I like to put it underneath the mask. Even if you want to take off the mask sometimes and to take a breath, it will be great to show the color underneath. It's not like, oh, everything looks perfect upper the mask and then suddenly take off the mask and you show everything. Like you didn't do anything underneath and it doesn't look good. That's why this is like kind of trick to do the quarantine makeup. And once it dry, it should be transfer proof. And then I will set my skin by using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, which, oh my god, which is a classic. Just a little bit to set my makeup. I think it should be dried. It's not like fully dried yet. Okay, I think it's properly dried now, and let's do the experiment together. So barely anything, and that's perfect. And I still have some color on my lips. That's exactly what we want for the quarantine makeup. So this is how it looks when you're wearing a mask. So we still get a really sophisticated eye look. And if you want to take a look of how it looks with the glass, it will look like this. And even if you take off your mask, as you can see, there's not really much product live on the mask, but also you get your lipstick and or your face makeup done. That's all for today's video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and that means a lot to me. Thank you for watching this video, and please leave any comments of how do you do your quarantine makeup, or if you have any comment. And I will see you on my next one. Bye!